Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the English news of Bình Phước Radio Television Station and Newspaper. And with you, with the latest news for today. Georgia Air Force going to promote new style rural development. Social policy credit boost socio-economic development in Bình Phước. Vietnam and Laos to further boost the umbrella cooperation. Vietnam's trade with China is expected to hit $200 billion. During the first half of 2024, Bình Phước province has made notable strides in developing its new style rural areas. Despite challenges that require collaborative efforts for resolution, Chairwoman Hình of the Provincial People's Committee made the highlights at the recent Sitting Committee meeting, focusing on the national target programs for new style rural development in Bình Phước province.
According to the report at the meeting, 3 out of 11 districts, towns and cities have successfully completed the task of constructing new-style rural areas of districts that meet the designated standards. Moreover, 73 out of 86 communes have been recognized for achieving the new-style rural standards, with 21 communes reaching the advanced new-style rural standards. Looking ahead to the second half of the year, the province aims to fulfill the objectives which were outlined in the National Target Program for New Style Rural Development across the province in 2024. Chairwoman Trần Tuệ Hiền has called upon the steering committee and leaders at all levels to formulate specific management plans and effective solutions aimed at enhancing the overall livelihoods and socio-economic conditions in Bình Phước province and its localities. As a result, local communities will continue to advance the province-wide initiative for new style rural development, accelerating the progress of project components and the disbursement of public investment capital.
Efforts in social policy credit have played a crucial role in advancing socio-economic development objectives, including sustainable poverty reduction, job creation, social security, and the development of new style rural areas.
These achievements were highlighted during the Q2 2024 meeting of the Representatives Committee of the Board of Directors of the Social Policy Bank. By June 30th, the total social policy credit capital in Bình Phước province had exceeded 4509 billion Vietnam dong, a rise of 341 billion Vietnam dong from the beginning of the year. Central balanced capital surpassed 4200 billion Vietnam dong, while locally interested investment capital reaching over 279 billion Vietnam dong. Lending activities in the first half of the year amounted to 712 billion dong, contributing to a total outstanding debt of over 4,500 billion dong, or more than 98% of the assigned growth plan. The overall provincial credit policy quality rose to 79.99 points, an increase of 0.13 points compared to 2023. Social policy credit has provided essential support, benefiting nearly 16,000 households, including the poor, near poor, newly lifted out of poverty households, and other policy beneficiaries through accessible loans. Moreover, it has helped attract and generate employment opportunities for 1856 individuals, assisted 714 disadvantaged students with educational loans, and facilitated the construction of 16,242 projects for clean water and sanitation in rural areas. Additionally, 13 social housing units have been successfully established.
During the first half of 2024, the youth union and youth movement in Bình Phước province have made significant strides under the theme of Volunteer Youth Year 2024.
Key achievements include the planting of nearly 79,000 new trees throughout the province. Moreover, they have successfully supported 8325 underprivileged children, surpassing 77% of the annual target. Youth entrepreneurs received substantial support totaling 39 billion Vietnam dong to initiate and expand their businesses. The local youth union has organized a multitude of successful province-wide volunteer programs, such as Volunteer Spring and March in Border Area. They provided free medical checkups and medications to 5,800 young people and vulnerable individuals. Furthermore, they actively engaged youth in blood donation campaigns. Job consultations benefited 4,324 young individuals, and sustainable efforts have lifted 16 ethnic households from poverty.
President Tô Lâm arrived in Vientiane on July 11 morning for a 2-day stay visit to Laos at the invitation of General Secretary of the La People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee and President of Laos, Thongloun Sisoulith. The following are the state leaders' activities on July 11.
General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party and President of Laos Thongloun Sisoulith hosted a red carpet welcome ceremony in Vientiane on July 11 for Vietnamese President Tô Lâm and the Vietnamese high-ranking delegation who are paying a state visit to the neighboring country. The Vietnamese president's visit is taking place at a time when the Vietnam-Laos great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation are thriving with strong political trust. Bilateral economic, trade and investment partnership is expanding, with two-way trade reaching over $1.46 billion in 2023 and over $620 million in the first 4 months of this year, a year-on-year rise of 10.6%. Vietnam is investing in 241 projects in Laos, with a total capital of about $5.5 billion, ranking third among the countries and territories investing there. The Vietnamese and Lao leaders shared the delight at the growing great friendship, special solidarity and comprehensive cooperation between the two countries over the years. The two leaders agreed to continue to maintain high-level exchanges and meetings, promoting important bilateral cooperation mechanisms, thus maintaining and fostering close political relations and highest trust. The two sides agreed to elevate bilateral economic cooperation to match their sound political relations. Thongloun Sisoulith underlined that President Tô Lâm choosing Laos as the destination for his first trip abroad after taking office shows the great attention that the party, state of Vietnam and the state leader himself to the great friendship, special solidarity and comprehensive cooperation with Laos. Lâm highly valued the great and comprehensive attainments that the party, government and people of Laos have gained in national reform and construction, and expressed his belief that the country will overcome difficulties and challenges to successfully fulfill targets set at the 11th LPRP National Congress and successfully organize the party's 12th Congress. The Vietnamese state leader took the occasion to announce the Vietnamese party, state and people's gift of 20 automobiles manufactured by Vietnamese automaker VinFast to the party, state and people of Laos to serve important events that Laos will host during the ASEAN Year 2024. Following the talks, the two leaders witnessed the exchange of cooperation agreements between the two sides in various fields such as public security, justice and aviation, as well as deals between Vietnamese and Lao businesses. On the occasion, the Vietnamese and Lao leaders pressed the buttons to launch a project to build a resident management and citizen identification system in Laos.
The import-export turnover between Vietnam and China is predicted to approximate and even exceed $200 billion in 2024, driven by strong trade improvement in the first half of the year.
The Ministry of Industry and Trade reported that bilateral trade witnessed strong recovery in the first 2 quarters, hitting nearly $95 billion. The orders from big markets has increased sharply during the period, leading to higher demand for machinery and material imports to serve production for export. As a result, Vietnamese businesses spent $67 billion on imports from China, and raked in $27.8 billion from exports to this market, respectively rising nearly 35% and 5.3% year-on-year. China remains the biggest supplier of materials for Vietnam, accounting for nearly 37.6% of the country's total import value in the last 6 months, according to the ministry. Thanks to such strong improvement during the first half of the year, bilateral trade is forecast to approximate $200 billion this year. The figure can reach $190 billion if the H1 growth is sustained during the remaining months, and even top $200 billion if better recovery is recorded. Last year, the Vietnam, China trade turnover reached $171.9 billion.
And that's it for this edition of BPTV News. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.